Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome. I am Zodiac. Welcome. This is a way of how I'm going to describe this to you. Basically, this is going to be, if you haven't already, you can subscribe to my channel, Zodiac. Um, yeah, this is how it seems to be. Um, this is what I'm going to say. Okay. Believe about this, believe about how everything is, energies do change as they go along. But the point being is that this is what it seems to be. You know, um, you have to understand that this is a way of how I'm trying to tell you what's going on. This is what's what seems to be happening and stuff. So think about this reading. I hope that you guys will enjoy this. I hope that you guys will believe what this is, and we're going to see what's going on. So, this is what it is, and I hope that you guys will enjoy this. So here you go. Look at this amazing reading. It's very amazing because we have the left side, we have the right side, we have the middle side. So this is what's going on. Let's say on the left side, the swan represents you're beautiful just as you are. That's interesting too. That's what it seems to be. So that's kind of good. What's on the right side? You have the horse is trust your feelings. That's what it seems to be, right? You're trusting your own feelings. You have to embrace about the opportunity. But let's see what's going on with the cards, shall we? So in the middle, we have the strength card is upright. Oh, that's interesting too. Okay, so strength is like you have the ability of having that. You know, that's what it seems to be. On the left side, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Is that right? That's interesting too. You could be having money on the line. You could be doing that as well. In the middle is Six of Fire is victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. That's what it seems to be. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Let's see on the right side. We have the Ace of Wands is upright. Oh, wow. And we have the Five of Fire is uh, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. That's what it's based on, right? This is what it seems to be nowadays, where you have to believe that you can do this as much as you can. Nonetheless, that this is a very, very way of how this is kind of progressing, right? You're beautiful as just as you are. You're trusting your feelings, but based on this, everything is kind of like that in between way, right? This is what it seems to be. And when I think about this reading, it gives me that chance where everything is like, wow, you know, it gives me that satisfactory of how everything seems to be. And when I think about this, it's almost like in tune of that situation. You know, it's like me wearing my cardigan. Okay, I like the patterns. I like it. I know it gets washed once in a while when it's in the laundry and all that, But the point being is that when the cardigan has its patterns that I like, it gets me all warm, it gets me all, great. That's what it seems to be. And the reading that I tell you, it's very good that everything kind of combines together. You know, you have to remember that this is a way of how you're doing. It's very that conquest of how it seems to be, right? You must remember that when you look at the positive ways and you look at not the negatives and everything else, you have to pick a side that you can do this as long as you need to. It's not like hitting yourself in a brick wall and you keep doing it and then all of a sudden you get a headache. But if you just keep going and going and going, as long as you just like believe that you can do this, just believe about that. This is what it seems to be. I know it's not all about me, but it's about all of you, right? And that's what it kind of is, because you have to remember that this is what it seems to be, right? This is what I'm trying to say here, because this is what it seems to be, right? Because you are beautiful just as you are, right? You can think about the strength card that you have, trust your feelings that you have. You know, the Eight of Pentacles represents like Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. You know, fire signs represents Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You know, so it's like if if you have good news is on its way, public recognition or awards, you can even competing with goals, bother some details, conflict with others. You know, if you have that, you have to believe that you can do this. This is what I'm trying to say. Okay, believe on how everything is, because this is very interesting of how it is, right? So when you think about this, as long as you need to, this is how it's based on. Like, let's see what the angel cards were saying to me. So we're going to do this. And this is what it tells me. So let's see. You have yes as the angel card. And then you also have another angel card called perfect timing. You know, that's what it seems to be. Because yes, you are having conflict with others because you're not getting along with them. But you know, this is like, oh my goodness, because you have a perfect timing. You know, this is almost a way of how it seems to be, right? Nonetheless, that this is kind of very interesting of how this is going to go, but you have to face your own facts, you know, because because if I tell you this is a way of how it is, you know, this is what it seems to be, right? I'm not going to get all the cards and see what's going on, but this is how the base is, you know. This is almost telling me to say, okay, there's something good in this picture, right? This is this is how it's going to be, right? Because the universe can tell me what's going on. Like, let's see who's following the earth signs and fire signs. So I'm going to do exactly what's going on. So I'll say, what's the opposite of the Eight of Pentacles? So see about that. And what about the perfect timing card? There's that is. So let's see how this is. Let's see what the universe is telling me. Okay, so we have the Eight of Water. It says it is a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. Okay, so basically you have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer in this situation. That's what the universe is telling me. And the other one is the Nine of Water is your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. You know, that's what the perfect timing is. It's like this is what kind of like what the universe is telling me, right? This is what it seems to be, right? And when I think about this, it gives me that way of how saying, oh my Lord, this is what it seems to be, right? And when I think about this, it gives me that perfectly way of how it is, right? So for that significant way, if you can see how these cards are, let's see what's the opposite of the Six of Fire. But I want to see how I can make all these cards to. So if I just do one of them on top, then okay, so I'll do it on top. So let's see how that is. Let's see what's the opposite of that card. It's the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is upright. That's telling me that it still represents you because it represents, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius in that note. It is a upright means that you could be traveling. You could be traveling somewhere, and then you're feeling you're trusting your feelings. You're beautiful as just as you are. You have perfect timing. You have yes. You have competing your goals. But you have bothersome details / conflict with others. You're trying to stop that, but you have good news. You have victory on your side. Public recognition or awards of the Six of Fire card. You have the strength. You have trust your feelings. Like this represents you. Okay, the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands, right? And the Six of Fire and the Five of Fire. That represents all Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Now, you have Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer could be in your chart. It could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in your chart as well. If the Eight of Pentacles is there as well. This is kind of like based on how that is. Now let's see. Let's see what's the opposite card um, for the Eight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, see. So basically the Nine of Wands reversed is a different dynamic way. Right now, this is how it seems to be. Now let me see. Let me see what's the Nine of Wands is. Nine of Wands reversed is you're struggling and ready to give up, but you are oh so close to completing this challenge. Keep fighting. You have got this. Be careful of paranoia and defensiveness. Thinking everyone is out to get you. Focus on your own game. Yeah, exactly. You have to focus on that. You have to focus what's the reasoning for this. You have to focus, like, I'll give you a perfect example. Focus on, like, okay, you know how you see me and I play that game called Defeat the Odds text hold'em game poker game, and you see me all winning, and all of a sudden next few weeks I'm losing. You have to remember that it's part of a game. It's part of your victory. If you have victory on your side and you can win, then that's fine. But if everything goes, sideways or sour or it's not your cup of tea or anything like that, you have to figure that out. You know, that's what it seems to be because this is not offensive. This is not rude. This is not crucial or intrusive or anything or being nosy or whatever it is. You have to face your own interesting of how that is, right? That's why you have the Nine of Wands reversed, right? You have to focus on your own game. You have to focus on that, right? Because that's what it seems to be, right? This is how it's kind of is at the moment. You have to focus and focus and focus and focus, right? Because basically it could be all about you and not about me. That's what it seems to be. So if you think about this and you have exactly what you're going to do, just how that seems to be, right? That's what that's why this is very interesting of how it seems to be, right? It's that moment, it's that criteria of how that is, right? And that's what it actually knows what's going on, you know. So let's see what's behind what's behind um about this Nine of Wands. So let's see if it's between the perfect timing, if it's between a yes card. So let's see. So event over. So now it's the Queen of Swords reversed, right? So now it's like, okay, well, you know exactly that this is kind of seems to be very way of how this is, but this is what it seems to be, you know. Now, now the Queen of Swords reversed. So let me see how that is. Queen of Swords reversed. You're allowing others to dominate you as you show weakness, even if you're strong inside. Or you may be allowing your emotions to get the better of you. Reconnect with your inner strength to create positive change. Exactly, right? That's what it seems to be, right? You have to focus on your own game. You have to, you know, you're trying to not let others to dominate you. You have to get it through your head, right? You have to get it through everything of what the cards are telling me. Because this is based on how it seems to be. Because nonetheless, this is like maybe it could be perfect timing, maybe it could be not perfect timing, you know? So, what's the opposite of the Nine of Wands reversed? Of over here. The King of Swords is upright. Okay, so now you have air signs in this situation. Wow, it's basically you have 9 zodiac signs. You have you have earth, you have fire, you have water, you have air. That's a lot. That's like 12 zodiac signs in this picture. Now the King of Swords, it represents a way of how that is, right? Now, if this represents you, you have to face your own ability. Um, Now let me see about that. Let me see about the King of Swords is upright. You're in your power, ruling from a place of authority. You use your analytical abilities and intellect to assess the situation at hand and make clear decisions based on what you know to be the truth. You know exactly, right? Um, you have to face your own facts and face your own not your own fears, but you have to believe that you can do this, right? Because you have to see it, you have to believe it, you have to have your own conquest, your own ability, your own way, right? This is what it seems to be. So before I let you all go, you have to pay attention of how it is. um, Tell me what's going on with this reading. Did you see that? Yeah, I see that. So you have the Ten of Diamonds is upright. So Ten of Diamonds represents Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in that situation. Now, it's based on how it seems to be. So basically, you have the Ten of Diamonds that's following you right now, which means you're following, the earth signs are following you. But you have to make sure that you have to stay connected. You have to believe that everything will be all great. Because this is what it seems to be. Um, enjoy about all the possibilities are out there. Enjoy of what's going on, because this is what it seems to be, because you have to look at all of this here. So you have to remember that you have to enjoy yourself. You have to believe that you can do this and enjoy of what's going on, because this is what it seems to be. And nonetheless is that this is what's going on, and you have to believe in what I'm saying. So remember about this. Um, enjoy about all the possibilities are out there, and enjoy. So thank you very much. Have a good day to you all, and thank you for understanding about this reading. Thank you.